Welcome back to the Road Show. This morning in The Buzz, controversy is surrounding another local school mural. Officials at Pilgrim High School in Warwick have painted over part of a student's artwork because of the concerns it may violate the separation of church and state. The student artist says the concern stems around the last part of the mural, which depicts a family with wedding rings over their head. The artist says she feels bad since she never meant to offend anyone.
There's religious undertones in marriage, the whole, like, it could be a Christian type of, or Catholic ceremony, but really there's religion in a lot of different cultures, so.
The superintendent says that he was told by school officials that the painting may not represent life experiences of students at Pilgrim, and that's why it was painted over. But he is siding with the student artist, saying he should be able to complete the mural according to the original design. What do you guys think?
First of all, when you're saying it may not be depicting what happens to students at Pilgrim, well then let's look at the whole thing, because there's a boy walking around and he's now a musician and he's graduating. Yes. I'm sure half the kids there aren't even going to graduate. Well, maybe not half, you know what I mean. Some. But yeah. I mean, you can now nitpick every little thing. There's a skateboard in the picture. Well, not everyone likes to do that, and that's not right, and this, that, and the other thing. This is ridiculous. I'm sorry, but who is going to look at those rings and say, oh, I'm up in arms now because this is clearly a religious mural? Yeah,
you know, it seems like every other week we have someone complaining about, you know, something, and it's these small things. I mean, the mural was fine, the mural was approved. You know, as far as religious undertones, a lot of people from other religions, they get married and they have wedding rings. I have one right here. You know, and it has... I see no, you know, anything together that has the religion involved in it. And these are not the things in the schools that we should be worried about at all. I don't know who these people are that have this amount of time on their hands to complain about these things. Well, let it go.
So you have to think about, I mean, I agree with you. Was there anything necessarily religious up there? Was there, a cross or a church or anything like that? No, it was two wedding rings. And, you know, someone could argue, but it was a man married to a woman, and not everybody who does that.
And the man is white. Now let's really get into everything and stir the pot.
I wanted to think a little bit, you know, whoever made this decision to paint it over, maybe they're fearful that something's going to happen in Warwick, which happened to Cranston, because now Cranston has to pay for all these bills, you know, so maybe someone was trying to be a little proactive. I don't agree with that, but I kind of want to know their perspective of why they did it.
You know, we ask all these kids in school to, you know, express themselves, be who they are, be who they are, you know, do your thing, and when they do, this is the consequence of being who you are and, you know, being the artist. And she's an artist. This is what she wanted to paint. It was approved to go up in the school. Like I said, there are so many other things in these, you know, not, you know, per se Pilgrim, but in schools in general that we have to worry about. And that's not it.
And it was approved. So it's not even like she made some graffiti and did something wrong. You know, she submitted it, it was approved, and now it's being taken down. This poor girl, this artist who wanted to, you know, express herself, she doesn't even know what's wrong with it necessarily. So I kind of feel
by
bad.
The superintendent, by the way. And let me just say, her artwork is impeccable.
She does a great job.
I think it's a beautiful mural.
Yes.
And I didn't even, to be honest, at first glance, I didn't even notice the wedding rings.
I didn't either.
But if you want to paint them over and that'll just nip it in the bud, then do it. Paint over that one little image, and it'll still be beautiful. It'll still get the point across.
Between the people who were focused their attention on the, you know, the mural that was at in Cranston, and now the one in Warwick, you know what, folks? Get a life and focus your attention someplace else.
Leave the murals alone.
Leave the murals alone. Absolutely.
Yes. Well, I'm sure a lot of people are weighing in on this topic.
It's so true. You know, we put up the question up on Facebook, and a lot of our viewers weighed in already. Jen Clark Curry says it's interesting that the problem is religious undertones, and today is Good Friday. The kids have a day off from school for a day of religious undertones, but it's okay that a mural is not. I'm confused.
That's a great point, Jen.
Yeah. Jeffrey Rizzo says, I think the last image should have been a grown man married to a husband and a child. Let's really stir up the pot.
Way to go, Jeff.
Marie Worthington Joseph says, I think this world has gone nuts. Art is art, and who are we to criticize what she believes and draws?
Exactly.
Well, you too can weigh in by voting in today's poll. Should the artwork be changed? No, the sketch was approved and it's fine, or yes, it could be offensive. Well, here's a look at some other topics that are trending online today. A candid photo of a man in the middle of a 10K run with a seemingly carefree smile and flawless hair has gone viral after he was given the nickname Ridiculously Photogenic Guy. His name is Zeddy Little, and now this 25-year-old famous man has already received more than 1.25 million hits on Flickr alone. People have even played around with this photo. I think he's not too shabby. In case you missed it, here's an inspiring video of a 7-year-old kid spinning pizza at Carmine's Pizza Factory in Jersey City. The owner says his son mastered the skills in, get this, just 2 weeks, and he brags that his son is a chip off the old block. And if you'd like to spread some Easter cheer, why not make a jib-jab video of yourself? The website says that their hot new Easter dance is guaranteed to put some swing in your spring. So shake your tail, jump, jive, and wail. And we want to know what you think of the roadshow version. I think we got moves like Jagger. I'll be posting these up on our Facebook and Twitter feeds, and I'll be back at the end of the show with your poll results.